Video games have the ability to invoke a wide range of emotions, from anger and rage to sorrow and sadness. Video games make it a priority to invoke some kind of emotion in their players. As of recent, many companies have tried to play into this one emotion, nostalgia. Nostalgia is prominent in video games, from sequels to remakes. Nostalgia comes with playing video games, but why? In this video, I will take you down the rabbit hole of nostalgia and why video games are so good at invoking that emotion. So what is nostalgia? Nostalgia is the sentimental longing or wistful affection of the past. This can be with anything from music to photos to experiences to gaming. Nostalgia brings a sense of comfort and a sense of ease, a reminder of the simpler days in life. But how does this correlate to video games, and why are video games so nostalgic? Well, video games are interactive. You invest more into a video game than you would a TV show or a song. You put in the work to be the level you are, and you put in the work to be as good as you were. From heightened feelings of joy, frustration, competitiveness, and pride, video games are hands-on and are instant feedback loops. They generate a response immediately. You beat a boss, you win the game, you beat a level, you finally catch that shiny Charizard that instantly feels the gratification of all the hard work you put in. It's the rewards, the immersiveness. It's a reminder to a time where you would sit at home with your friends and play games. But we as humans grow. We're not going to be that little boy playing games forever. We get older. From technology to politics, the world is always moving and always changing, but you want to know one thing that won't? That old Atari cartridge that plays one of your favorite games. Video games are like time capsules that hold fond memories. Old graphics, old technology. Video games grasp on the time that they were made in and hold on it forever. Now, what makes it so powerful is that you can replay the game. You remember the exact buttons to push, you remember who you played with, you even remember who bought it for you. The fact that you can put yourself in the exact same position from 10, 20 years ago makes the impact of nostalgia that much bigger, which is fascinating because you would think nostalgia only works for really old games, but not necessarily. Remember the early days of Fortnite? Hopping on with your friends and hiding in bushes because all of you sucked, and then making it to the end just to get double pumped by the one sway who sat on the game too much? Even that causes nostalgia. It was a time when people used to play Fortnite for fun. Everyone was bots, and which made the experience more enjoyable. Nowadays, you gotta crank 90s 4 hours a day in creative, but even a game that's not that old can cause nostalgia. It goes to show how powerful nostalgia is and how amplified it is by video games. But of course, we all can't have nice things, can we? Reboots, remakes, and remasters. Nostalgia is a powerful emotion that clouds the strongest of minds. Reboots are prevalent in all forms of pop culture, whether an old band is doing a farewell tour or they are rebooting a new show. Reboots and remakes have always been universal, and video game companies will take advantage of it. From Spyro to Shadow of the Colossus, video game companies love capitalizing on nostalgia, because in reality, most of the games we used to play were not as good as we perceived them to be. And since we have this idolized notion about our old games, remakes of old games sell. Whether you want to relive that experience or just support the people that gave you your childhood memories, people buy the remakes due to nostalgia. And the sad thing is, a lot of the time, the remakes are just bad. Of course, there are amazing remakes of old games, but the majority of them are bad. Or are they? Are they bad, or did we overhype how good the game was going to be due to our past experiences? You see, video games put you in a state outside of reality. When you get sucked into a storyline or finally reach a rank that in reality has no meaning, it creates a greater sense of nostalgia and as it takes you out of reality. And that's what makes video games so nostalgic. When you're bored or just feeling down, you can always turn on a good video game. Video games are fun, exciting, interactive, and allow us as players to be sucked into their reality. A reality of when times were simpler and more enjoyable. You see, hindsight isn't always 20/20, but hindsight will make you smile, and that's what matters most.